Hi guys, so in this video we're going to be looking at these parts. These parts are for the Borg Tricorder from Voyager. This is a metal copy of the part, and this is the last ever resin part that I've ever been able to find for it. Now the finished units for Star Trek Voyager were made out of metal castings like this. We tried to do it with the plastic and it just didn't hold up. Very early on, once we had made the master, we basically decided we had to go with metal castings because it wasn't going to hold up as far as strength, because they could be crushed too easy. So what this is this started off as an ellipse from Evergreen. Now this ellipse obviously doesn't come this way. So basically you get a clear ellipse, and what we did was we put it into the lathe and cut these lines into it here and made sure we had our center hole. Now the other thing we ended up doing was coming in and milling slots into it as we went around and around and around with our indexing head on the mill. After consulting with Alan Sims, the prop master on Voyager, he decided he didn't want rounded ends, and so we ended up having to file them all out. And he wanted more of a radial slot rather than a straight slot on each one of these. So they're slightly tapered in. So as we were going along, like I said, we discovered, we did our mold, and then we did some castings of it, and we were trying to put one together, but then we found out that we also needed to make an actual display in the face of this thing. So as we're doing that, we're like, okay, yeah, this is just snapping in pieces. Oh my gosh, this is awful. So I got out my my little furnace and poured these for what we had to do. Now, as far as finished ones for the show, we only made one. We did make two of these that were completely finished, and both of them did go to the set, but we don't know what happened to the second one. It disappeared. They lost it or something. The first one we delivered to them was used. I personally don't remember what episode it was used in, so obviously please put it down in the comments below, so we'll all know and we can go look for it. So basically, from what I remember, after we had basically built the majority of this, I believe this was all black and might have had a little bit of silver brush on it. If I find one of the photos of this, I will try and put it in the video somewhere in here so you can see it. So basically it was two of these, top and bottom, and what's funny is we needed a detail piece for the top of this. So what we ended up doing was, the motion picture costumes, that little fold over lock? Well, we used a little end piece from that as the centerpiece. The screw that held it all together went straight through that piece. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And if you feel so inclined, please support me on Patreon. Thank you.